Welcome to Men's Style Fashion. Who are you and what do you do?
My name's John Hounslow and I compete in the sport of canoe slalom.
Right. Where are you at the moment in regards to your career?
Probably getting towards the end now.
Right.
I'm 31, so
Right.
I'll probably go on for one more Olympic cycle.
Okay.
I compete in two categories,
Yep.
in the canoe doubles and the kayak singles.
Right.
And I won a silver medal in London last year.
Oh wow, congratulations.
Thank you.
What's your message to the guys that are sort of coming towards the end of the career? I mean, 31's incredibly young, but, you know, what's your message? You know, could you sort of like footballers can go on and on and on. What's the difference between?
I mean, we have guys and girls here that are like in their 40s still competing.
Yeah.
It's just, you know, I think everybody's different.
Yeah.
Some people, they think, okay, enough's enough, I want to go out there, start a career, start a family, and then move on. Other people, they stay in it. You know, if they feel financially they're in a secure position, if they have a family that are happy with them going away for 6 months of the year, it's fine. But you know, some people, it doesn't work so well, so they decide to move on.
How did you go kind of in the sill at the moment? Did you commute?
I paddled today. I had a bit of a mistake at the bottom of my semi-final run, but I have my canoe double tomorrow.
Right. And how do you expect that to go?
It should go better. Obviously, there was a canoe double that I won the silver medal at the Olympics in, and I compete with David Florence.
Right. Who's David Florence?
David Florence, he competes in canoe singles as well, and together we compete in the canoe doubles.
Okay.
He won a silver medal in Beijing in the canoe singles. So yeah, so you know, we got on pretty well. We compete really well together in the double canoe. And
talk us through a little bit about the double canoe, because like, how do you manage that?
I mean, to be honest, you know, we only actually started it about 4 or 5 years ago.
Okay,
but you know, we've got a lot of sort of background in the sport, and we have a lot of knowledge of the water.
Right.
And after a while, you just know what the other person will do.
Right.
And I mean, beforehand, you talk down together about what you're going to do.
Yep.
You set a plan, and then once you're going, unless it goes disastrously wrong, you don't say anything to each other, and everything goes quite nicely.
So is that sort of becoming popular?
Back off a bit and do another. Okay, start that one again.
Right.
Thanks, sorry.
Is that becoming popular for someone that's not as good like as a single rower?
Yeah. Don't say rowing. we don't like rowing, but canoeing. No, I mean originally it used to be, but now it's got much more sort of. I mean, I've been 4th at World Championships. I've medalled at World Cup races in my kayak. So you know, it was after the Beijing Olympics that myself, David, and a French group, Fabien Lefebvre and Denis Gargouchenou, they joined together, we joined together, and it was a bit of a new thing, really, to compete between 2 athletes in 3 categories, known as doubling up. And yeah, so sometimes you do get people that don't quite make it doing that, but for us, we're still competing, we're still trying to make it, you know, we're still getting good results. And moving on, and you know, obviously the end plan is to try and medal in the Olympics in all 3 categories.
Wow! Last week in London, I was at the Epic Men's Fashion Week interviewing the likes of David Gandy. Now he's someone that's incredibly powerful in getting men in the bodies, and I have to say, I'm looking at your body. Talk us. There's an increased pressure, and rightly so, on men to sort of look their best. But you know, of course you're an athlete. But talk us through, you know, how many hours sort of to look this good, and is it crucial to the?
It's a real funny one, really, because obviously, you know, I mean, I'm only human. I go out of an evening, you know, with friends and stuff, and you go out and you get a few people saying, oh yeah, like, you know, you're just one of these gym monkeys or something. But yeah, we're fortunate as athletes that, you know, it's just a byproduct of what we do. You know, we don't go in the gym to sort of like, you know, to sort of get the beach muscles or anything. It's just you go in there to make yourself stronger, to be good on the water. And you know, and I mean, we train anywhere between 12 and 15 times a week. You know, and
how many, like in blocks? Or?
Yeah, I mean, it'll be like 2 or 3 times a day.
How long?
It varies. You know, it could be anywhere between an hour to 2 hours. And sometimes longer, but you know, we'll do that 6 days a week, have a rest day, usually on Sundays, and then you just repeat week after week.
And eating, sort of health-wise, you know, what sort of goes?
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, when you're actually in you know, full swing of heavy training, say in the off-season, it's just about eating as much as possible. You know,
that's heaven.
Yeah, well that's it. You know, but, I mean, you have to be careful. You need to eat a lot of the right things, but on top of that, it's just get the food in, get the calories in. The last thing you want to do is get ill and down. You've got to keep getting it in. But then, about a month before a big race, you'll really start lowering your portions. Making sure that's quite often where people go wrong. They eat the right thing, but they eat far too much of it.
It's me and chocolate cake. Yep.
Well, yeah. So you just got to be careful, and it is very hard when you're so used to eating a lot to then cutting back. What's
your message to the guy that sits in his Dolce & Gabbana underwear on a lounge, sipping a Johnny Walker, and can't be bothered going to the gym? You know what? Getting motivated a bit. Why is it crucial to, be at least?
I'm maybe being a bit general here, but girls tend to love guys with good arms.
we do. It's all in the biceps.
Yes,
you're
so
right.
get yourself out there and get yourself a good body. It pays off.
Are you a fan of Wimbledon by any chance?
I am. Yes, I'm following Wimbledon.
Because this is going to go live tonight. Andy Murray, any messages to him? Do you think he will do it tomorrow?
I have great confidence in you, Andy. I think
he's mentally there.
Absolutely. He's been really strong. He's been brilliant. He's obviously representing Scotland and Britain really well. And I think a turning point for him last year was at the Olympics.
Absolutely.
He's absolutely fantastic. He's now made 4 Grand Slam finals in a row, and fingers crossed. This is the one.
Because you've sort of been there, with the medal winning. What runs through your head before such a big pressure event? Like even in what you do?
I mean,
how do you kind of? Psych that out.
You will often sort of all these negative thoughts will come in.
Right.
But at the end of the day, you just have to kind of sit back, take it all in. And I'm sure he'll be there. He'll be nervous. He'll be thinking about the general public. His own. He will want to succeed. He will want to win as well. But at the end of the day, I'm sure he'll just sit back and say, you know what? This is what I've done here is already incredible.
Absolutely.
And that's what people. If you come second, everyone will be like, oh.
I know. Us Australians are terrible at that.
But it's still, it's still amazing, and it's really frustrating, when the press kind of go, oh, he came second, he was so close, oh. But what he's done already, is absolutely amazing. It's inspired, Britain as a country, so it's brilliant.
Well, look, this is for you. Honestly, thank you so much, and congratulations, and keep on keeping on.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Cheers.